Hello, dear colleagues. Good evening. How are you today? Master Tanaka? Mr. Norton? How is everyone? I am very grateful, and it makes me very happy that you are truly dedicated to the issues of spirituality, and I am sure that this will accelerate our progression, all of our progressions. This dedication is essential. It is for this reason we bring you this inspiration and intuition and these insights. Again, I reiterate to you the importance of setting up and preparing the various aspects of yourselves as human beings. As I have already said, it is important to have a knowledge of the New Testament of the Bible, because there will be many questions asked about these subjects. You will need to be prepared for this. Another issue that has already been broached is that you will need to be prepared to communicate with the public. This is a really important and a huge challenge. Perhaps an even greater challenge is developing the flexibility to communicate with different aspects of the public and with different types of audiences. Obtaining this gradual development is a great challenge for our Master Tanaka. And of course, another aspect that must be dealt with is the question of meditation. The question of being able to break the cycle of thoughts that obstruct and hinder our steps along the path. Consequently, these meditations are vital. The ability to execute this task that has been passed on to you is crucial. Now, I would like to go deeper into the topic of meditations. These are matters that will bring you enlightenment, exaltation, and spiritual growth, enabling you to progress towards the processes that we are talking about. Processes of meditation, levitation, materialization, and teleportation. I can see that you are enthusiastic, that despite the obstacles and the difficulties, despite not knowing quite how to do it, you are sure that you can achieve this. Well, this is what I want to address with you today. What is the way to make this possible? How can you achieve this? As I have already told you, one of the important points you should know is that these topics, these activities, these processes are normal and are already done on this spiritual plane. I think you both already understood this. The processes of levitation, the processes of teleportation are widely used in the spiritual realm. So this is a reality. It is a reality. This possibility is totally real. I understand you have a difficult time in visualizing these processes in the material world, as very few people have performed this act. And what I am also telling you, and what I want you to understand, is that very few people have such an open channel with Master Saint Germain as I have. And also, very few people have been prepared in a way as adequate as that in which you both have been since your coexistence on the spiritual plane. Therefore, this path was defined in the reincarnation plan of both of you. Let this be very clear to you both. You were prepared in anticipation of this prior to your incarnation as human beings on this plane. You need to understand this very clearly. A great deal was invested to do this. Let us say, to make a comparison using the language of the material world, we can say a lot of energy has been expended on both of you in order to make this possible. As you well know, I am not usually here channeling messages or passing information through a human being. It is indeed a very rare event that I do this, and I do it here and now willingly with you in order to assist you in this matter. So, Without wishing to flatter you and leaving all matters of ego aside, this is a message for you. You are special beings. You are highly capable beings, and you are being prepared for a very special job. It is important that you have faith, that you believe that you can do this. My friends from the Brotherhood of Light and I are working to support and reinforce you by helping you to find the energy within yourselves so that these processes may take place. In talking with all our fellow beings of light, we believe that we may need to separate the actions, dividing them up, so that these processes can be realized gradually, initially doing one process, and then after some time doing another, and sometime later still doing another. We believe that the process of levitation will be the easier of the processes. For now, let us concentrate and focus on the levitation process. Consequently, the actions I'm indicating are specifically for the levitation process. We will assist you during your sleep period, where complete communication with you is fully possible. We will make your dream memories available to you from the moment you awaken. And in so doing, we will be able to achieve this without breaking the rules of the spiritual and material planes. Through dreams, we will allow you to communicate with us. And through dreams, we will guide and direct you through this action of levitation. We will make you levitate while you sleep. And in your dreams, you will levitate. In this way, you will become familiar and get accustomed to the idea of levitation. We realize that you may sleep with others. We suggest that you talk with your spouses, explaining that there may be some different and unusual activity in your physical bodies while you sleep. It is very important that you are completely relaxed while you sleep. It is important that you are able to vibrate and resonate at a suitable frequency during the period of sleep. The physical body will need to be vibrating at the highest possible frequency. Therefore, we recommend that you do not drink alcoholic beverages, that you keep your diet light, and that your thoughts be as connected as possible to the spiritual plane. I ask that even in your hours of relaxation, such as when you watch television or a movie, that the movie has a positive vibration. All these actions will make your sleep more suitable, lighter, and with better vibrations, and thus ease and assist in our communications. It is important to delineate some things that happen during sleep. During sleep, the energetic bodies, especially the etheric body, separate from the physical body. This displacement is possible when the mental body is in what is called absolute rest. So the mental body must be very well positioned so that the etheric body can move. What happens is that when one experiences an emotion, this emotion ends up activating the mental body, and therefore the physical body, and in consequence, the etheric body has to join the other bodies. This is what happens when, during sleep, human beings experience some emotions and some feelings. Therefore, it is important that during sleep, whatever happens within them internally is lived without intense emotion, because once the emotion intensifies, the etheric body has to retract and return to reunite with the physical body. So yes, we are going to maneuver and manipulate your etheric bodies, and we are going to communicate through them. And then these dream memories will be available for you to access and remember after waking up. I do not know if I made this clear, but it is very important that you do not panic, do not rejoice, do not feel sad, and do not feel emotions, or do not let the messages we deliver to you awaken emotions in your mental bodies. since this is the end of the dream, the end of our working day. Little by little, after these dreams, we will also make these intuitions and instincts integrate into your mental body. Therefore, these actions will be registered in your mental body in a second stage. Therefore, these will be recorded in both the etheric body and the mental body. For this to be possible, it is necessary that you undertake the meditations, and through these meditations you gain access to us through your mental body. And this can only be possible through the will of human beings. This is inside the context of the rules of free will. We, the beings of light, cannot influence the mental body of human beings without due permission, without the expressed entreaties of the particular human being. Therefore, it is necessary that you put these entreaties to us. This does not happen through a simple decree or a declaration that passes through your minds. In your minds, you will need to have visualized, you will need to have effectuated this communication with us. Of course, we will always be ready to support and assist your entreaties. I tell you that the greatest challenge is silencing the mind, and not only silencing the mind, after the period of silence, to request these communications and vibrate and resonate at the same frequency so that we can communicate with you. So, all of you, let's do the following. During this week, we would like you to relax as much as possible, and so that you may fall asleep with the highest possible energy, and by following the preparatory measures that we have already mentioned and outlined. And throughout this week, we will be available to accompany you on your travels by means of our communication with your etheric body. During these trips, we will train you in the process of levitation, specifically levitation. We will guide you so that you may levitate in the same way as us. And we ask that when you wake up, that you be vigilant and make every effort to remember what has transpired during your sleep. Ideally, I ask that you sleep separately from your spouses so that this action is as effective as possible. However, if this is not possible, it is not a problem. So all of you, from tonight, you will accompany us on trips across the spiritual plane, across the astral plane. Next week, if these 7 days or 6 nights are not enough to receive and master the levitation process on your etheric plane, we will undertake further supplementary trips. If the actions are effective, next week we will instruct you on how to do the meditations for total relaxation and to communicate with us through your mental bodies. Are you clear, Master Tanaka? Understood? Very well. All of you. I think we can close our session today. I ask that you follow our guidelines during the week so that we can communicate with you through your dreams. Is that okay, Master? Any questions? Very well. It is so. We say goodbye and have a good week. We will meet in our dreams. So be it. Thanks be to God.